Hey, what's up guys, Josh's Boosters here and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. So finally, the last episode in my series Making Lightsworn Good again in 2021. This took a little bit longer than usually. I usually try to do an episode each week for this, but I failed at that, so sorry for anybody who was following the series and actually looking forward to it. But I've just been super busy and this... these videos take quite a bit for me to make, just time and effort wise. So I didn't really have that until now. So, that is good. But it took a little while because of that. But yeah, anyway, I think I kind of succeeded at what I wanted to do when I started making these videos with the Lightsworn deck. Because I think the deck is actually it's quite nice. It is quite nice. It combos well. It can definitely play through hand traps. I mean, not through all of them, of course. Lancia and Dimension Shifter are still quite powerful for obvious reasons. But yeah. What I do want to say is that since this is last episode, I will, of course, in the very nearby future, start with the new series where I try to make another more roguish or old and forgotten deck good again. And if you have any ideas or suggestions for me, be sure to let me know down in the comments below what deck you would like to see. And then, like you are used to, I'm gonna make like a poll with my favorite options, and then you can vote. And a lot of fun. And I will do the deck that gets the most votes, which was a Lightsworn in the past month. But yeah. Last thing I want to say before we get to the video is huge shout out to my friend Yuri Lansman. He plays with me all the time, helps me playtest, and also when I'm doing stuff like this. So I just want to give a massive shout out to him, because he will also be the guy I'm testing the deck against in this video. And before anybody familiar with him starts to think that, I'm playing against Trapdoor deck again, that's actually not the case this time. But yeah, let's hop into the deck list. So the first card we have here is Arthur Christia. A lot of people have been recommending this to me in the comments, actually. And I definitely think I have to agree with them. This card is very nice. And the coolest thing about it is actually, in my opinion, is that there's super cool synergy with Christia and the Zombie World Mizuki stuff. Because, when you have Zombie World, all the cards in your graveyard become zombies. And Mizuki can revive basically any monster, including Christia. So that's very cool, and I think we're gonna see that in the replays as well. This card is just very strong. There's actually no Sayuja in the extra deck I'm seeing now, because I was just editing it a little bit. But I really feel like Sayuja should probably be there instead of the Black Rose. So let's just change that right away. Or I guess just keep the Black Rose, because Black Rose is actually kind of nice. And swap it out for the Burl Swords. So some live deck building going on here. But yeah. Anyway, so Christia, which is definitely a good part of the combo, and with Sayuja you can also summon it out of the hand, so very cool. Then I'm still on the Nemesis stuff. The Nemesis stuff is just, it's really good. Like, it just is. This card just auto-wins the game versus Dragon Link whenever you summon it going first, which is very nice. And they are also just fine extenders. So yeah, then I'm playing the Baby Dragons, of course. Not much to say about that. I'm still on the Levianeer and the Chaos Emperor. I'm still malicious. People have been kind of disliking this, I think, but honestly, malicious is very strong, especially with the Nemesis cards and also the Chaos Creator. You can just do really cool stuff with this. There's a reason why this card is at 2. And the Nemesis cards and the Chaos Creator kind of play around that, which is very cool in my opinion. So I'm a big fan of this card. Yep. Then I'm still on the little zombie engine with the Baldrige, the Glow Bloom, and the Banshee. Triple Mizuki, this is just one of the best cards to mill, right? The Plague Spreader, the Uni Zombie, and I'm playing Triple Solitaire as well, just because Solitaire on its own gets you to Chaos Ruler here, which is nice, because Chaos Ruler is actually insane in this deck. Then for the Lightsworns, I'm just on 2 Lumina and 2 Raiden, along with the charges. So yeah, it did become, along the way, slightly less of a Lightsworn deck, and more just like a Graveyard Pile deck. But it is what it is. I feel that's just the best way to play the Lightsworn engine. Oh, and Triple Wolf, of course. I mill this card all the time, so that's very nice. I am on double Banshee. You could make a case for playing just 1, but having access to it is actually quite nice, which is why I'm playing 2. So change from the last list into this one is I'm playing the Rocket Engine here, along with Quick Launch. You can this is just basically a good extender that gets you to a tuner as well. And then, if you can somehow keep Rocket Tracer to the end of the combo, you can actually use its effect to bring out Recharger and then, you know, do stuff. And to combo with that and the quick launches, I actually added in Boot Sector Launcher, which wasn't in the list before, even though I was playing Striker Dragon. But I felt like now that I'm playing the rocket cards, it might actually get some value, and you know, in this huge pile of cards, there's not that high of a chance to draw it, so that's nice. And then I'm playing double Chaos Creator. This could be 3, honestly. This card's actually insane, and I really have the feeling you want to see it all the time. So you might want to play 3 of this. And we're playing on 58 cards, so you know there's actually room for it as well. I mean, what's the difference between 58 and 60, right? Then Call by the Grave, triple Chaos Space, triple Charge, Foolish, Reborn, Reinforcement. And I'm playing 3 of the Melody, but let's just make that 2, because 3 is, I think, a little bit much. Like, it's not that good. Like, it is good because it helps you set up cards in your grave sometimes, because sometimes you do open a lot of normal summons and it's actually hard to get some of those in the grave, like for example when you draw Mizuki or Malicious, Plague Spreader, even though you can summon Plague from the hand with Needle Fiber, of course, but yeah. And then double Zombie World, just in case you mill one, right? You want to have one in deck for the Banshee. And then I'm still playing the one Imperial Order. And for the side deck, I think it remains unchanged, so double Phantasme, and then just a bunch of blowouts going second, Feather Duster, triple Lightning Storm, triple Twin Twister. Then the extra deck, I decided to start playing Black Rose, just because there's a lot of times where you can actually go into a level 7 Synchro. And people, I really have the feeling they don't really respect this card or see it coming anymore, so they might not use their interruption, like Tidying or something. When you have a level 3 and a level 4 on the field, and you can just Black Rose them and then hopefully play from there. Then the Savage Dragon, just to end your board on. This card to get started. This absolutely insane card, to be honest. Then I decided to play Omega. You might not, it's not really necessary, but just when you have a lot of gas, you can just also rip a card from your opponent's hand while comboing. And this card also helps you set up like... if you keep it on the field until the next standby phase, you can put like Mizuki back to your graveyard and stuff, which is nice. Then I'm still playing the Minerva. This card's actually insane in this deck. Like, it just is. I really underestimated it before, but just, you know, being able to mill cards really helps you when you have so many good cards you want to get into your graveyard. Then Access Code, Appaloosa, Needle Fiber, Hulky Firebacks. Whoops. Curious, Griffin, more Nightmares, so Unicorn and Phoenix. The Link Rebo just to trigger the Glow Bloom, basically. Just Sayuja. It's actually just to summon Krishna from your hand, but I suppose it could come up where you want to actually, you know, how do you say that? Just fix your hand, and then the Striker Dragon. So yeah, that is the deck list. I am quite happy with it, to be honest. I think I'm probably gonna be playing this or building the deck in real life. I already have a lot of the cards since I used to play the 60 card grass deck. And while testing this deck, it's just so much fun. I really recommend anybody watching this to at least just give it a try, play it for fun, because it's just a really cool deck. But yeah, let's hop into the replays. So first replay here, like I said, against Yuri. I did win the rock, paper, scissors, which is definitely very nice. And yeah, let's just see what happens. What I really like about this deck is that the combos are very non-linear. So basically everything you do all the time. It's just, you never really know what's gonna happen. You just kind of have to get lucky. But I think that's kind of fun. Maybe it's not ideal when you want to play like an actual premiere event, you know. But it is, it's definitely a lot of fun. So let's check out the hand. We have Unizombie, Melody, Chaos Creator, Nemesis Flag, and Chaos Space. So I definitely think this hand is, it's good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it's a little bit of a shame we are gonna have to discard the Chaos Creator for the Chaos Space. Because this card could definitely do cool stuff, but keeping Unizombie hand is a little bit more important, I think. But yeah. Let's just see what's gonna happen. We can definitely at least go for, what's it called, Chaos Ruler, and then see what we can do from there. So yeah. Like I said, we're gonna pitch the Chaos Creator to add the Witherbuster to our hand. Then gonna go Witherbuster, bench the Chaos Creator. Then link up into Striker Dragon, and since we are now actually playing the Boot Sector Launch, we are gonna add that to our hand, along with the Collapse Serpent, of course, Striker Chainlink 2. Then we're gonna bring out the Collapse Serpent, I think. Yeah, there we go. And then draw an extra card from the kill space, which is gonna be nice. And we actually draw Glow of Doom, so I suppose if we do manage to discard this or something, that is, or just have to, yeah, if we discard it or something, that can be cool. But it does lock us into zombies, so yeah. First I'm gonna go Uni-Zombie, target itself, send Mizuki, and then we're gonna Synchro off for an 8 into the Chaos Ruler. Then Ruler Training 1, Collapse Storm Training 2, we're gonna mill 5. And we're actually just gonna hit Raiden, and I don't think we mill anything, yeah, we don't really mill anything here. I guess we mill the Solitaire so we can bring that back with Mizuki, but we already have Uni-Zombie access, so not the best. Let's just see what we do from here. So we're gonna go into the Nemesis Flag, shuffle back the Chaos Creator, and then of course add Escados from our deck to our hand. Yeah, I think there was like a different line I maybe should have taken where I sent the Banshee with the Uni-Zombie. But yeah, I'm not completely sure. So I'm gonna go for the Melody here, pitching the Raiden. I probably should have pitched the Boot Sector Launch. Thinking about it. Or, oh, let's see. Oh no, I remember. I had to pitch the Raiden because I actually did not have a light monster in my graveyard. So that's quite funny. Then I'm gonna go, let's see. Bring back the Uni-Zombie and link Uni-Zombie and Striker Dragon into Hulky Firebacks. I'm choosing not to discard the Glow Blue and trigger it, because that locks me into zombies for the rest of the game. Then I'm gonna go Hulky effect, but Ash is finally coming down here, so I kind of nicely chain blocked everything before that. But this is a little bit painful. I'm just gonna go link them all off into an Appaloosa for 3. Then I'm gonna go Legionnaire to shuffle a card from the opponent's hand. I'm gonna roll 5 and 6. Because that just always happens on Dueling Book when your opponent has 4 cards in his hand. And then I'm gonna roll 1 eventually and shuffle 1 back. So what I want to do with Chaos the Dragon Legionnaire a lot of times is just banish a bunch of lights and then use the Monster Reborn effect, but we didn't have access to that. And since my opponent already used the hand trap, he is left with less cards than usual anyway, so I felt that's kind of nice. Then, let's see, I'm gonna go for the Armageddon, get Collapse Serpent back to my hand and then bring it out. So I have to banish the Chaos Ruler here because I also don't have any darks in my graveyard. Which is kind of a weird situation for this deck, to be honest, so that's a little bit of a shame. Then I'm gonna go bring him out and then actually link into Phoenix. Just to set up the Appaloosa Phoenix where Appaloosa can't be destroyed by battle to kind of protect it. And then I also just wanted to link off the dragon so I can go Escatos. And Escatos called Dragon. It won't destroy itself, but it will still apply the effect where the opponent can't summon any dragons the next turn, which of course if I'm playing against Dragon Link is absolutely insane, which is kind of what I'm hoping at this moment. And then I just have to pass on this, so I just have 3 disrupts. The head was kind of weird, not gonna lie. A little bit unfortunate with the mills as well. But I still think this is decent. Like I said, if we're playing against Dragon Link, we just automatically win the game. So, but as you can see, we are not playing against Dragon Link. We're actually playing against Zodiac. He's gonna go summon the True Blade and declare effect, but I'm actually gonna negate that. And the reason for that is, that means he will have less disrupts in the form of spells or traps or hand traps. Possibly anyway, in the next turn. And the Appaloosa is protected anyway. By the Phoenix, protected from battle. He is gonna just swing directly with Borbo here. And then, this is by the way the first time Yuri is ever playing Zodiac, I think. So he is gonna make a tiny bit of a misplay here. But that's fine, right? That's part of the game and nothing major. He's just gonna go into Dryden, then bait the Appaloosa. I just have to negate. And then he's gonna go into Zeus. But the thing is, that means he will only have 2 Zeus triggers here instead of 3. And it definitely would have been better to just link into the Zeus right away to force the Appaloosa like that. Now he's gonna do this. And then he just has 1 disrupt. Which I think... I guess he would have had just 1 disrupt anyway. But... he's gonna actually not trigger in standby phase. So I'm gonna go Escados to Call Machine. He's gonna chain obviously and just send my field. And as you have seen, I actually top decked the Chaos Creator here, which is maybe even the best top deck I could have had at this point, because it's just ridiculously strong. And now I just have to hope. Let's just check out his hand. He just has Zeus. Like, it's absolutely insane. Not very good, and that means we are free to play and try to do 8,000 damage. So let's see if we can actually do that with this hand. And I think we should be able to do that. I'm gonna go... Okay, so this is fun. I'm gonna go normal summon the Bloom and link into Linkuriboh. Actually not trigger the Bloom, but this is just to get a Dark in the graveyard, which I think is funny, so I can actually summon the Chaos Creator, which I'm gonna do here. Then with the Chaos Creator, I'm gonna go... think for a little bit. And I'm going to activate the effect and summon out Mizuki. Do I agree with that? I mean, I guess we'll see what... I don't really remember all the plays I did since, you know, the deck is so non-linear. So I'm actually just gonna link into... Oh, right, I brought it Curious, since that means I have a Dark Thunder, Dark Zombie, and Dark Linkuriboh. So now I'm gonna go Curious Effect. And this is actually just a game right here. I'm gonna send Mizuki, then mill 3, mill nothing really, but that's fine. Then I'm gonna bring back the Uni-Zombie, still not use the effect. Link into Exisco Talker, which is 53, targeting Curious. And then I'm just gonna bring out both the Baby Dragons, and that's actually 8,000 damage right there, so that's quite funny. So yeah, that's gonna be the game. This did obviously play into Nibiru, but I'm not sure if I could have played... I don't really think I could have played around it, to be honest. Maybe I could have brought back the Chaos Ruler, then link into... yeah, maybe... Yeah, probably actually bringing back the Chaos Ruler would have been slightly better. But I'm not sure if it would have made me help play through Nibiru, to be honest. Then, game 2, Yuri's going to go first here. He's gonna go tanky, and then he's gonna chain a Dimension Shifter. So that's, as you can imagine, pretty rough. Because that means I just literally won't be able to do anything on the next turn. He's gonna go summon Turo Blade and discard Red Pure from his hand to draw a card. And then just go into Trident and... set 1, set 2, pass. I'm gonna draw Wool from the top of my deck. Super nice draw here. And like I said, there's just literally nothing I can do, to be honest. If I like normal summon Mizuki and then go for attack, he can just pop it. So I'm just gonna go pass the turn here. Keep the card by the grave in my hand, just in case he has something like Cosmic Cyclone set. I want to keep that. He's just gonna swing with the Trident. And then he's gonna go into Zeus here, opting to... I think he could have gone for another material to have... Yeah, he could have gone for 2 more materials and then go into Zeus to have an additional send from the Zeus. And then also still not playing Nibiru. But yeah, he's not gonna set anything else. I'm gonna top deck Monster Reborn, which is admittedly quite a nice top deck. Oh, and then he forgot to set a card, so he's gonna set that in my draw phase. Which we're just playing friendlies, right? So that's fine. I'm gonna start with the charge, milling Plague Spreader, Raiden, and Chaos Space. So definitely alright mills, especially since I do have the Collapse Absorbed in my hand. I will be able to net a draw of it later. Gonna add the Lumina here. And I'm gonna go normal summon the Lumina, pitching the Mizuki from my hand to have access to that later. Targeting the Raiden, but he's actually gonna negate it with Impermanence, so... yeah, nothing I can do about that. Then there's a couple lines I could take, but I just want to bait this card. He's gonna go... I'm gonna go Reborn target the Raiden anyway, so I can try to mill some more cards if he doesn't Zeus immediately. Which he probably won't, right, because he has a lot of sets. And then... after that, I can try to go for something like Hulky Firebrax. Blackbrax was actually not in the deck at this moment. I'm gonna bring out the Raiden here. And then he's actually gonna book the Raiden on summon. And that means, like, now I can do nothing. I can do nothing. Potentially, I could actually go Mizuki, bring out Plague Spreader. And then after that, summon the... Nemesis, but that way if he just can just Zeus 2 times and then I have literally nothing left. So I'm actually gonna opt to just end the turn here. I think after thinking quite a while, and he's gonna allow that. He picks up nothing, I think. He's just gonna swing with the Zeus into my Lumina. which is fair enough. And then end turn. I'm gonna top deck Solitaire, which is again a pretty nice top deck. Gonna flip the Raiden here, which is gonna allow I'm gonna mill Recharger and another Chaos Space, so nothing major sadly. Then I'm gonna bring out this Collapse Serpent here. Go into the Striker Dragon. Get Boot Sector and Wither Buster to my hand. Then I'm gonna go special summon the Wither. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna go into a Hulky Fire. Oh, right, yeah. So I'm gonna go into a Hulky Firebrax. Bring out Uni Zombie. So this sets up the Mizuki in my grave quite nicely as well, since I do have access to that. And then I can bring back the Uni Zombie and then use the Uni Zombie effect. Then I'm gonna go into the Unicorn here, pitch the Wolf from my hand. But actually, I was kind of quick with that. So he's just gonna summon the Unicorn here, and that means I have to play through to just send the entire field away effects. He has Monster Reborn in the hand, so okay, yeah, fair enough. He didn't use that for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna bring out this guy. Then gonna try to draw something good from the Chaos Space, and I draw Zombie World. So you might think this is not very good to draw, but you would definitely be wrong, and you're gonna see why in a moment. I'm joking in the Watcher chat like, whoa, this is such a good top deck, but it's what you're gonna see. It's gonna be really funny. So I'm gonna go Mizuki. I obviously have to play through 2 of the Zoo Sense, so that's kind of annoying. So I didn't use my normal summon yet, which is nice, but he's gonna up to go for the Zoos here to once again play around Black Rose. I'm gonna add the Collapse Serpent to my hand, then I'm gonna bring out Solitaire, bring out Uni Zombie. He's actually gonna allow me to use the Uni Zombie effect, which is nice. Then I'm gonna go send Mizuki. This does lock me into zombies attacking for the rest of the turn, but this is exactly why the Zombie World is not that bad of a top deck. Then yeah, he's gonna send my monsters away here. I'm gonna go Nemesis Flag, shuffle back a Mizuki, add Escados to my hand. And then since he's on just 4,000, this is actually gonna be the game. Because I can send his Zeus graveyard of Escados, and then activate Zombie World, and since now both my guys are zombies, they can actually attack, even though I would be locked by Uni Zombie, so super funny, and that's actually gonna be the match. So yeah, that is the first match I want to show you, but I'm gonna give you a treat, since it's the last episode. I'm gonna show you another replay. I thought this one was pretty cool, but I think the next one is really good as well, so let's check it out. Alright, so diving into the next match, since I am super good at this game, I did again win the rock, paper, scissors, so, you know, good for me. However, not so good for me is this hand. So I will be able to go into... So I did think, like, there's a couple of lines of play I can take here. I think it's definitely possible for me to set up just the Baldrach setup with this hand, but let's be honest, that's not very strong in the current format, especially backed with nothing else. So I'm just gonna try to get lucky and send Banshee here, so I can go into a Chaos Ruler and see if I can somehow get into something good that way. Luckily for me, I can chain block the Chaos Ruler, of course, and I'm gonna mill the Chaos Creator and a Mizuki. So definitely pretty nice mills there. This will definitely help me get into something good. I'm gonna first go into the Chaos Creator, then use the Chaos Creator effect to bring the Banshee out from the Banish Zone. Then I'm gonna go summon the Uni Zombie and pitch the Mizuki from my hand to boost his level by 1. Let's see what we're gonna do then. Oh, we're actually gonna go into Curious, that seems fair enough. And I'm gonna use Curious effect and then chain the Banshee to activate Zombie World. Oh, right. So yeah, we're finally gonna see the play here. And I also very skillfully mill Wolf here. And I'm gonna be honest, this Wolf definitely is a very, very insane mill. Or is it, actually? No, I guess I didn't really need to Wolf to go for the field that I'm gonna set up. But, I mean, it's just... Oh, actually, it is. So yeah, okay. So this way I'm gonna be able to go into Appaloosa. And then by summoning the dragon, I'm also going to be able to go into a Burl Savage here. And if I didn't mill the wolf, I wouldn't have been able to go into Appaloosa. But obviously the cool thing I wanted to go for here, which I kind of forgot to be honest, is this would 100% set me up for the Christian Mizuki setup, which I'm gonna do here. Which, in a lot of cases, especially coupled with a negate like Boral Savage, is, game over for a lot of decks. Except if they draw something like Droplets. So he's gonna go Book of Moon, target the Christian here, which I'm obviously gonna negate. Then he's gonna go play Desires at this point. I just have to hope he doesn't draw another Book of Moon. Or some other out, but he's gonna go tanky. Then summon the True Blade, and oh right, he's actually gonna use the effect here, which I'm gonna negate just because I don't want him to draw an outright, and then he's just gonna run over the Appaloosa, and then he's gonna set a bunch of cards and turn. I do know he's playing Impermanence, of course, so that might be a little bit of a problem, but yeah, for now, just have to hope he doesn't have it. I'm just gonna swing with both my guys, and then yeah, so correcting some damage here, and then end the turn. He's gonna play another Desires, and I think I'm gonna think a long time and just let it go through, because maybe he's just baiting me with the Desires, and he does have something like Impermanence or Book of Moon. But apparently let's see, he does have Combo Cyclone Strike. So yeah, he does have Impermanence here, but misclick here on the Christian. I'm playing around Torrential here, by the way, that's why I'm not... like, if this was Torrential and I summoned the Banshee, that's just gonna be very, very unfortunate for me. Sort of, anyway. Because I do have the negate from the Boral Savage, of course. But yeah, so definitely very strong, the Christian, I do have to admit that. Then he's actually gonna make me go first here. My hand is, depends on what I mill, I guess. I'm gonna go charge here, and he's gonna chain Dimension Shifter, but charge actually costs, so I'm gonna be able to get lucky and mill the Wolf again here. So, skill mill, you know it. Summon the Wolf, and then I'm just gonna pass turn, I think, without really doing anything. Oh no, I'm gonna do... Okay, so this is Galaxy Brain play. So what I'm gonna do here is, I'm gonna go Raiden, use the effect, and then hopefully I'm gonna mill like something with a graveyard effect. And then I'm gonna go into Omega and try to put it back in the next standby phase. And I actually do that. I mill the Malicious here. And then I can do exactly, like I said, go into Omega here. And then with the Omega effect, I can put back the Malicious. So yeah. Very, very cool interaction here. Big brain, big brain. He's gonna go summon Turo Blade. And on the summon, I'm gonna go Omega effect and hitting the Dark Wheel no more. I definitely think it's fair enough he didn't use that, because maybe next turn I'm gonna build up a bigger board, and then he has it for that turn. And then he's just gonna do the very standard Zoo stuff. Oh, actually first he's gonna go Desires, draw some cards, which is definitely fine. And then he's just gonna set up Zoos. I really feel at this point he might as well just go all in, right? Because this is the 5th summon anyway. And just also play the Borbo and the Trident, I guess, for an additional cent. But it's not gonna matter, because I'm a good Jubilist, so I opened both Twin Twister and Droplet here. So first I'm gonna go Twin Twister, hit Book of Moon and Impermanence, discard Plague, and then I'm gonna do something really funny here, I think. I'm gonna go... first use Melee. Yeah, so this is gonna be a pretty cool interaction with the Chaos Creator and the Malicious. Then I'm gonna summon Unizombie. He's gonna try to send with Zeus, but I'm gonna chain Droplet, send to Omega to the grave, because I do not have access to a light monster at this point, and Omega will set me up for the Chaos Creator usage. Then I'm gonna go Unizombie. So I'm thinking... Okay, so I'm actually not gonna go Unizombie here, since I apparently don't want to get locked into just zombies attacking. I'm gonna go Chaos Creator, and bring back Raiden, and shuffle back the Malicious, so this will set me up for another Malicious use, which is definitely very cool. Then I'm gonna be super good at Yu-Gi-Oh! Use Raiden to mill Wolf and Mizuki, so definitely, like, I definitely would have been able to set up a good board without that, but, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it definitely helps. Then I'm gonna go... okay, so yeah, I probably have figured out just a way to safely make game here. And go link to Appaloosa, then go bring out the Malicious again. Mizuki, bring out Unizombie. Go into a curious. Oh, right. And just Appaloosa with access code will be game, right? Send Mizuki. Just mill some more cards. Mill nothing really. Just use Mizuki to bring out Uni Zombie. Go into an access code. And there you have it. That's actually just the match. So, yeah, guys, that was it for this series. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I know I did. A very, very fun deck to play, for sure. Can definitely do cool stuff. I highly recommend you play it yourself, just because it's a very cool deck. If you made it all the way into the video until this point, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment with any deck you would like to see me take on in the series in the future. And if you haven't subscribed yet, but do enjoy this type of content, make sure to do so. We're almost at 1500. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one.